My name is Lilian Kalela. I'm head of licensing in charge of field operations for CAMP, PRISC, and MCSK, the three CMOs that are licensed by Kekobo to license on behalf of copyright and related rights in the Republic of Kenya. So the journey has been long from the time we started licensing to now. But it's been a great journey and amazing journey, the challenges included. When we began licensing, I remember we would visit a user, confirm that they have music playing in their businesses, confirm there is a television in their businesses, and then we would enlighten them, give them awareness, create awareness on why they should pay for the music license, as it is called popularly. Although it's not music only, we also license for other works. And after we have convinced them on what they should actually pay, then they would go ahead and allow us in their businesses, and we would measure square footage or whatever premises, whatever tariff we were using at that moment, whether it was the square footage or it was the seats we are counting for capacity, we would do that. Then we would raise a manual invoice, we'd take a book, we used to have printed books, we'd write the invoice and leave the invoice with the user. Then we'd keep on going back every other week to remind the user to pay. And once the business owner had paid, we would go back to the office and write manually the license. When we began, there were few users, there were few Kenyans who knew why they should pay for the license, the reasons why they should pay and why they should be compliant. But as time went on, as time moved on, people started realizing and people started wanting and accepting to be compliant. And so we started having more people who are compliant, and it became a big challenge because now we would have like 100 licenses to write in a day, then it went to 200 licenses, 300 licenses, 500, and it was impossible to write and deliver the licenses on time to the users. And we'd have that business owners would not be so happy about their licenses being late, their licenses, because as a business owner, if you pay for the license, you expect the license to be delivered within an appropriate time, within a day, within 48 hours, but it would take a week or 2 weeks, and it became so challenging. And of course, people were not happy. The following year, when you go to renew a license, somebody would say, why should I pay you? And it took so long, it took a month to bring my license. What was challenging, and maybe they didn't realize, was because we had to write the licenses manually. So the next step, we said, so that our users, our business owners are happy and we don't take so long to take their licenses, let's print them. We stopped writing. So of course that was incurring a cost. So we brought a printer along and we started printing the licenses. Still, our officers, our agents would go to the user on the ground, do all the groundwork I had explained, and then once the user paid, we would print the license. Still, as much as we were printing the license and stopped writing them manually, it had just relieved the problem. It had not eliminated the problem, because somebody who has been licensed, let's say in Turkana or in Baringo, or in Meru, and we are writing the licenses, we are printing them from Nairobi. How long will it take for us to take them to Meru, take them to Turkana, take them to Baringo? It will still take time, even if we printed them on the same day. Joint licensing began officially. We started working together, CAMP, PRISC, and MCSK in 2019. And the reason for this joint licensing was, one, to reduce the costs the CMOs were having in terms of administration costs, because we had a lot of officers on the ground and we still could not reach the far off areas. And so we had to, it has reduced our costs. The second thing was, we listened to you, business owners. You said you didn't want us to come as CAMP or PRISC or MCSK separately. When we had the new constitution, and the constitution said that we have to be, in any public, something that interests the public, we have to have public participation. So our regulator, Kenya Copyright Board, said we should be doing this, and we were on board. And so we started having meetings with users, workshops with business owners, so that we explain to them why we are doing this, so that we can create awareness in a larger group than individual agent or officer creating awareness. And the feedback was amazing, because the feedback that came from the business owners was that we would like for the licenses first to be out faster, and we understand that we need to pay for the music license, and we don't need an officer. Where we need an officer, we would request for one. And so the journey to actually go fully digital began. And we had the support of our boards, we had support of our members, we had support of the Kenyans through the public participations. Kenya Copyright Board, our regulator, really supported us through this journey of transforming from the manual licensing to digital. We also can't forget to mention the Ministry of ICT that played a huge hand. Being the ICT ministry, of course, they knew how to go online and do things digitally. We also wanted to align our vision with the President's vision. We would like artists, like everywhere in the world where we hear they're prospering, they're successful, we would like our own artists here to be successful, to be prosperous. And so this digital licensing is coming in line with the President, that as we license, it is smooth, it is effective, the artist is happy because they're receiving their royalties, the user business owner out there is happy because they are paying without any complications. You can sit in the comfort of your office, of your home. You can be sitting in the sitting room, you know, and you pay for your license in Busia, for a salon you own in Busia, while seated in Nairobi. You can be in Mombasa and you have a business in Meru. You are seated in the comfort of your bedroom and you are paying for the license. And you receive the license immediately you make payment. The license is delivered in your email and an SMS notification comes to your phone. So, of course, digital, when a lot of us hear digital, we are like, oh, I have to have internet. You don't have to have internet. We thought ahead and we said, for the areas that don't have internet, or you have a Wi-Fi issue in your office, or you are in the interior where internet is shaky, it keeps on fluctuating, you can use a USSD code and you follow the prompts just from your phone. Even if you don't have a smartphone, you just have any other phone. As long as you have a phone, you can use the USSD code and it directs you and you go through the prompts in the USSD, you go through the prompts, and once you are done with payment, you receive your license as a form of a link on your SMS, on your phone, and then you can print it out using a cyber, using in the office, you can click and link it up and open and print, and then you display it. So there will be less officers visiting your premises. The digital system is not to completely eliminate human contact. Human contact is still very important, and we are not saying we are leaving you on your own to license. What we are saying is, if you are able to do it, you can do it. If you are stuck somewhere, there'll still be officers on the ground that you can call and they can come and assist you to self-license. We are looking forward to working together with our business owners, and we want to thank our business owners for the continual support they are giving our artists. Let's not forget that the licenses that you pay, they end up helping our artists get better livelihood.